I want you to tell me why it was important for you to get on the call with me today.
Well, quite honestly, I didn't think that it was going to happen, number one. And number two, I wanted to hear what you had to say. I know quite a bit of it is going to resonate. And I just need to find out where I am stumbling in life, what is holding me up. And the last couple of years has been unusual with this whole COVID thing and not working for 2 years and not knowing where I'm going financially. And it felt important to get some guidance.
Okay. Where should we start? Do you have a business?
I'm going to return to my business, and it's a matter of whether I want to go brick and mortar again or curtail it so that I am working more from home.
Okay. What is your business?
I'm a naturopathic doctor with a neuromuscular twist. So I'm all about putting people back together in the most holistic of fashions.
Okay.
And when COVID happened, needless to say, certain things came to a screeching halt.
Right.
And I am looking to go more towards healing through microcurrents, vibrations, and frequency.
Okay. And is it something you need to do with people hands-on in person?
Yes, that portion would be hands-on. And what I would do differently, if it is what it's meant to happen, is it would be more one-on-one versus having multiples come in at a time.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's the right thing to do as of this moment. It just feels like an option for me to explore. Otherwise, I will do. You say, what do I want?
Yeah, what do you want to do? What would you prefer?
I believe I would prefer more group teaching online.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what is stopping you from starting there?
I'll take that back. This year has been rather chaotic, to say the least. Just 2 months ago, I had to move from the house where I was. The owner wanted to sell immediately. So that put me in this place where I feel like I'm floating both in the ether and on planet Earth with no absolute direction, because I need a place to rest my head, so to speak. So like right now, I'm temporarily at my mother's, and that does not feel like the strongest of foundation, simply because I am coming into an already existing situation with other people in the home.
Right.
I need to be settled first so that I can be clear of mind, so that I can go in my direction and make things happen.
Right.
That's
right.
what's keeping me from doing anything.
Okay. So have you communed with your higher self and asked her, like, what is going on? Why am I not in an environment that is conducive for this business yet?
I have, and Lord knows, or divine knows, that there is always some kind of weird interference when I just take time for myself and go within. There is someone that's calling my name out of the clear blue sky. There is something that will erupt in the house, just weird happenstance. So it feels like I am just to start all over, period, and away from everything that I know, which is comfortable. It feels like I need to escape from it all. And I'm not an escape kind of person. It just feels like I need new territory so that I can start anew.
Okay. Well, it kind of feels like you do, because what I'm like being shown is like the reason you're not in a place where you can settle down is because you need to find one where you can settle down, right? And so I think it's about an asking, like where is it? What is it? Why are you keeping it from me? Like, right? And when you're telling me like somebody's calling my name, things go on, and that's just the universe is like, you're distracted. You're distracted from finding the thing that you need in order to flourish in the business.
Correct.
Okay. So what are you distracted by?
That's a very good question. If I had to put my finger on any one thing, it would probably distracted by fear and lack, inadequacy.
Okay. Okay. So there's a couple of things that just came through to me as you were talking. Immediately, Spirit said, people. Are you distracted by a person? Is there somebody that like requires you or is in you? I don't know how to describe it. It's like talking at you.
Because I'm a loner, there isn't many external distractors for me. If
People-wise.
Correct.
People-wise, okay.
People-wise, correct. And that may be one of the issues because maybe I need to get out more. But once again, I allowed that whole COVID thing to dictate how I lived my life. So now it's time for me to get back out.
Okay.
And it feels like.
Okay, so that's what that was then. It was people are distracting you, meaning you were distracted by what everyone told you COVID was, how to behave, how to act, all of that, instead of going in your own authority and going. So you're aware of that though, like,
correct.
Oh, wait a minute. I let the last 2 years happen to me.
Correct.
Right? A lot of people are in this position. You're okay. A lot of us were like, wait. So now it's like, okay, now I'm getting back into my authority, checking in with the higher self that has the perspective that I don't have and allowing the authority to guide me. So the distraction I feel like she's saying that you have is, which you said, fear and scarcity of what?
Lack.
Lack of
anything.
what?
Lack of finances, because that 2 years I had to go through all of my savings almost at the tail end of it, so to speak, which breeded a different kind of lack, and that was like a security, no longer having a roof over my home that is my own. It just breeded a whole bunch of unnecessary blah.
Yeah. Do you notice though that through the entire 2 years you have had everything you need?
Oh, not only do I realize that, I also know that in spite of what the last 2 years was called, it was a weird kind of blessing in disguise as well, because I was around people so much, all I wanted was a break. So I got one.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. I just didn't plan it out.
Exactly. We're not going to plan. So that's I want you to keep this in mind as I tell you the next part of this, because we had no idea when the world shut down how everything would work out for us, because it was unprecedented time. These were uncharted territories. So the essence that is you, your higher self, took care of you and managed.
I feel that.
Very much so. She put you on this appointment with me to tell you that, okay? And she is going to do the same moving forward. None of it changes. None of the stuff that has been working for you in the background. You know this, you are working with energy and frequency. None of that changes. Energy and frequency always evolves higher and always evolves into more. So when the fear and lack is coming there, the scarcity thing, that's just a level of conditioning your soul brought to you to bust it out so that you guys could keep going. Because you have some important work to do, she's telling me. Important work to do. Right? So all it is a simple decision to find the place, move here, move there, right? But it's your daily action towards it that puts the universal energy behind it even more, because So what she's saying to me right now is the way it will work out is better than you ever imagined. So, right, like it's not for you to figure out, but what's for you to figure out is the decision needs to be made and the movement forward every day. Now, if that even means like wherever you are and you have to figure out a way to like help people online. Like I was in my daughter's we were in an old bedroom for a while, with the beginning parts of my business. And I just kind of made it cute in the background. And I served in that way. Anybody who would let me, I was like, I'll do a human design chart for you.
Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah, kind of. So she was like, so how does that feel? That's what she was asking me. Like, so how does that feel? Like, as in doable?
It is better. And this is a part of the 2 years. I had to get out of my own way because I was a perfectionist at darn near everything. And I wouldn't do anything online unless everything was in place. And then my own guidance was it's all unnecessary because they want the information, not necessarily your background.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm feeling better about that.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, it's a decision. It's not, do I feel better about it, Leanda? It's, oh, I get it now.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I had to feel better about it in order to get it, though.
Well, you had to have an awareness, like,
correct.
Oh, it's not the background, it's the information. You had to come to that awareness. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in finding your environment, because I kind of feel like that has to happen before you feel, I agree. So finding the environment, what is that going to take for you?
I honestly don't know right now. I am kind of scatterbrained right now because of this going here, going there, all around living situation. I know I need to find the place. And daily I am doing something. And it strangely enough feels like it's for naught because I need the income to go into this ever increasing rental properties or whatever. It's a weird catch-22.
Right. Okay. So do you have money left in your savings right now?
Just about a month and a half worth of money left.
Okay. And you have no income?
Very, very little as of this moment because I have stayed away from my income stream, so to speak, being in the office. And so I'm down to my last monies. Yeah.
So you're aware now that it's the information, it's not the background.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And every day you need to be sharing the information online.
I agree.
Every day. So, I mean, the way that looks is like a free Facebook group, like on Instagram. You have to tap into social media and use it. Don't let it use you.
Right.
You don't go in there figuring out what is everybody else doing or what is the news saying about COVID. You go, no, I'm going in there delivering my value in a way that the frequency gets out there so the universe is going to bring the people who need it. And then I'm going to make an offer to everyone that comes through there. I can help you, right? So you're putting a link somewhere where they can get on a call with you so that you can tell them, I can help you, right? So yes, we have to make ourselves available for people to find us to help them.
Right.
Right. Even in the environment that is chaotic. And the reason you're having such a hard time is because you are the projector. because you are the one that absorbs energy from everyone else. You're wide open.
Yes.
Right. And so your identity center is wide open, and you crave an environment that is one that you can control.
Yes.
Right. And your resourcefulness is going to get you that environment. But you have to use the resources. Don't let the resources use you. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay. So what do you feel like a good next step for you might be to start creating a community that actually wants to hear what you're saying, you know, and then comes in?
Just that, create the community. I have pretty much restricted myself from all the social media, you know, because it was a big distraction for me. And it's a matter of getting back on differently.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's really because a lot of people don't like social media for that same exact reason. Like I was like, I don't even like this place. Like, I don't like it here.
Right.
And then what I had to do is I had to create an environment on the interwebs that I liked to be in.
Right.
So I created a Facebook group, right? Because I had my public page, and then I was like, yeah, but I don't really want to do like my angel card readings and some of it felt very vulnerable to me at the time. Like, bring it into this group where everyone has the same common interest. I'm going to serve those people every day as best as I can. And we'll see where it goes from there. And I did the same for Instagram. Now I actually like Instagram. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not like it before. I was like, how do you, the buttons, I don't know, filters, like what is going on here? This is madness to me. Why can't I just say something and somebody's just going to be like, yeah.
Yes.
You know? And what I learned was I created a relationship with social media that actually attracted in people who like it, to like me, like my stuff, like my content, want to know what's up over here on the wealthy and aligned side of the world, you know? So what I tell my clients is just go into it knowing that if you're not careful, it will use you. It was created with the energetic of let's use the people. But you got to be smarter than that and go in and go, no, I'm going to use you when I need to use you. But a lot of your journey right now is in settling yourself, even in the chaotic environment. It's in grounding yourself in every day to Mother Earth and being like, this is who I am, separate from anyone else, separate from the chaos. This is who I am. 20, 30 minutes in the morning, every morning. And then once you get a good baseline on who you are, you can go about your day not getting distracted by the things that are not you.
Completely understand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what you're going to find is the more intentional you are with, I'm going to serve, even because if you look at it from the outside, like it's a crazy situation you're in, you're like, I don't even have a place that I can really lay my head and be comfortable. Right. So how am I going to serve somebody else? That's
right.
Right. So that is that's the true gift your soul is giving you, that you can actually serve somebody else, even though the shit hit the fan, right?
That's exactly what it feels and smells like.
Yeah. Yeah. And so your soul is like, we're going to do this because then when you are out of the circumstance you're in right now, you will be on fucking fire for everyone else. Like nothing will get to you. That's how powerful this circumstance is for you right now, because you're just going to serve. You're going to charge, for your services. And then you're going to watch, she's paving the way for you to get closer into the environment you need. You're just going to have to keep stepping into that. It's going to be scary. She's going to be opening doors that are like scary, but you're going to keep walking in it because you have her help, and you've already been where it's not fun to be. So you ain't going back there. Like you can never go back. Like I used to think that, like, well, what if I build all this stuff and then it's gone? Like I used to think, and the more you work with universal law and energy, there is never a going back. You never go back. Just not possible. What happens is you allow fear of and scarcity and doubt and worry to come in, and it stops you. So instead of going forward, you're stopped. And when you're stopped, the only thing that happens is then you start to see like small ways where life starts to get worse, but only because you stopped going. And that's what the whole COVID thing was they wanted everybody to stop.
Correct.
Right? But the human spirit and the aura, our souls are all about more life and working with universal law. And so I'm telling you, this was an opportunity for you to actually go forward with a new foundation and base of, oh no, if I can get through that, I can help all y'all just fine. Like it is not going to be anything to help you all. So that confidence is being built in you right now, that like strong, nothing can mess with me energy. But it's good. The work is for you is focusing in every day, grounding in, this is who I am, separate from anyone else, separate from my environment. And then after that 20 minutes of authority building, celerity, getting to know the energy, sitting in the energy, then coming out of that, like I imagine it like a little cocoon you put yourself in the morning, and then you come out of the cocoon ready to handle those things without them handling you.
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this helpful?
Quite.
Okay. Yeah.
Quite helpful.
Do you have an idea of what your next step would be moving forward?
I want to say yes. As a matter of fact, I do. Yes, I'm just going to get out there after my 30 to 45 minutes of cocooning in the AM, because I do that. And move in a direction that is contrary to how I've been moving thus far. I've been moving in survival mode, and I'm going to let go of that rein and flow in the direction of something a little bit more superior. My intention is to be, I'll say, aware of the direction I want to go, so that there are more opportunities for me to see the opportunities out there instead of just moving in survival mode.
Yes, because survival mode will keep you in survival mode.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
So you will always be surviving because you have.
Right.
It's designed that way. The matrix is designed to keep you surviving.
It's true.
Yes, it's all designed that way. But the potential that we are is beyond, the potential that we are in this lifetime is beyond that. And all you have to do is like look at survival and the patterns that you've had with survival and be like, no more, done.
Correct.
So you take the resources that you do have and you go all in on where you're going. Like it doesn't work to tippy toe and half-ass it. I tried that. It doesn't work. Like I literally had to take every penny in my savings account, and I could barely even, like I didn't even have money to put in my Kia to take my daughter to volleyball every day. I was like, at the time I was telling my ex-husband, I was like, I can't do any extra rides this week. Like we're down to, I don't know if the gas tank is going to be full. And I think I left, like, I must have left some in there for us to eat, but I went all in on my business. And I have never looked back, but now I'm telling you, I didn't tell anybody I did that. I didn't tell my ex-husband, oh, all my money is in on my business. Like, I just didn't tell anyone that I was betting all on me because I couldn't handle it. I was like, I'm scared to even bet on me. Like, Jesus, this is hard. This is scary. And I cocooned myself and I took care of my nervous system and I just nurtured myself. And the very next day, shit started turning. It just started working. And I just kept going. And I just never looked back. And the scarcity will still creep up because it's our soul's way of reminding us, do you still want to play with this frequency? You just have to keep going, nope. No, thank you. I like it over here.
By the way, congratulations to you on your family being back together, your house being the way you want it, your son being a part of your business and having his own thing going on now. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. I received that. And that is why I'm so passionate about telling everyone who will listen, anyone who will listen to me. I'm like, okay, if I can do this, anyone can do this. Because if you talk to people who like knew me before, they'd be like, that doesn't match. How did that work for you? And all I did was listen to my authority, right? And yours, the emotional authority, the way the emotional authority gets distracted is how do I feel about it?
Right.
No. That's why you center yourself in the morning to be like, all right, feeling, whatever. I'm not attaching to it, you know? And once you neutralize yourself, you go about the world and you're like, oh, everything is working out for me. It's not just something you hear. It's the awareness of like the awareness that you had of, oh, they don't want the background. They want the information. It's an awareness that no one can take from you again of the universe is literally supporting my every move. Yeah. It's waiting for you. That's why you're on this call.
For me. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, because you know, my son's a projector and the wisdom out of you guys blows me away. Like you guys are light years ahead of us. And so you need to serve people with that. It's a necessity.
I believe that.
Yeah. And people will pay you for it. So you just look around your life and go, okay, it's going to take me, I don't know, $2,000, whatever it is to get where I want to go. Okay, I got to charge this much, and that will get me there. Then you're getting there and you're like, okay, now I'm going to do this with my life. So who can I serve? Right. And the reason it works, like the reason you can see like the house, the vacation, the family is because I'm doing it from a place of integrity. Like I'm not selling myself out to money and scarcity. I don't buy it anymore. I don't buy that lie anymore. Yeah. It's waiting for you. Like, that's why you're on the call with me. I love that.
So do I.
Yeah. Well, I hope this helped.
Most definitely. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah. So the way that we're doing this is just in a few days, I'm going to follow up and see how you're doing.
Okay.
Because a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes when you have an interaction like this with your higher self and hear the words and are infused with renewed energy. Your team on the guides and the mentors and the teachers behind the scenes are like, all right, now let's get into gear and help her do this and that and the other. So watch your thoughts, watch your actions, watch your decisions, watch everything with a new energy of, oh, it's trying to guide me somewhere. It's either going to distract you or guide you. You remember that you're being guided. And then I just follow up to see like how it's all working out. And it's been pretty incredible to see like in 7 days what's happening. So
Wow. I
that'll go
look forward to it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
I thank you.
I'm trying to let people know when these podcasts will go up. We are like just in the middle of just producing them all and then
Right.
scheduling them. So I will let you know when I have a date.
I thank you. I really do. You have no idea.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
yeah. Yeah. Well, this is serving you. Yeah. It's my
Indeed.
honor. It's my honor. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great one.